We're going to talk about ground beef or hamburger. The USDA says a product labeled hamburger can have no more than 30% fat. And that's the number you want to pay attention to when you're buying ground beef. I've purchased 2 separate varieties of ground beef, and I pre-cooked one and then put it into the refrigerator without draining it so that you could see the amount of fat. This is a cheaper variety of ground beef, 27% fat to 73% lean. So you're either going to end up throwing 27% of the product away, or you're going to be eating 27% fat. This, on the other hand, is ground chuck, and it is 85% lean to 15% fat. You need a little bit of fat in ground beef to add a little more flavor, but 15% is really all you need. You can even get down to 10% and still be fine using the ground beef. The other thing I wanted to address is the color of ground beef. Many people are upset when they look in the middle and they see that the color has darkened. What you're seeing there is meat that has not been exposed to oxygen. There is a reaction between the myoglobin, which is a chemical in beef, and oxygen that creates this cherry red color that we associate with healthy and fresh beef. But actually, if the beef in the middle of the package is a darker purple, it's perfectly safe. We have a medium-high heat on our pan, and I have a special tool that breaks up the pieces of ground beef. You can use a wooden spoon or a plastic spoon. You want to cook and stir this till it is no longer pink. The more brown the meat is, the more flavor you will have. To be safe, ground beef needs to be 160 degrees. E. coli is a dangerous bacteria that is killed at 160 degrees. The question might be, why can I order a steak that's rare? The nooks and crannies of the ground beef itself can harbor bacteria, whereas steak comes from one cut of beef and it only has 3 surfaces for bacteria to grow on. The very nature of the grinding exposes the beef to the surface area of the grinding machines. So cook your ground beef well done. You never ever want to pour grease down your drain. You'll have all sorts of plumbing problems if you do that. So what we have is a colander set over a bowl. Be careful because it's very hot. Push the ground beef to help squeeze the grease out. Then you can also take paper towel, use your wooden spoon, and press the paper towel into the ground beef. We don't need the fat. We just want the protein and flavor of the beef. And you have lean ground beef ready to go into your tacos, sloppy joes, chili, casserole, or whatever you think to make for your family to enjoy.